We are back. It is the final match between Stardust and DongRaeGu incoming, and I gotta ask you, Cats, the map is Frost. What does each player want in terms of those spawning positions? Because you know the horizontal spots, you get the creep in the thirds for Protoss. Cross map is the traditional Yearn for Zerg. Walk me through it.
Yeah, I think that both players should be comfortable in this map, just judging by their playstyles. Both play incredibly fast-paced game. They play for a very... they get the quick units. They go for the map control. They go for the Phoenix, the Blink Stalkers, the Mutas, the Lynx. So I think this is the best map to see these two players duke it out, and it is going to be cross positions. So yeah, traditionally it favored Zerg, but given Stardust's style, I don't think he's going to be too sad about this.
Well, down in the bottom right-hand corner, in the blue trunks, representing my insanity, it is the Korean Protoss Stardust.
And at the top left, representing Team MVP, one of the regulars at MLG, one of the champions, at least a couple times. Please give it up for one of the best dongs in the world, DongRaeGu.
Nothing out of the ordinary yet. There's always a little bit of tension where you can see 7 pools on this map. It's relatively difficult to block the entrance, and some players can just run the risk of going Nexus Gateway and just, nah, he's not going to do that. But that time has passed. These players yearn for a straight-up match. And again, we see a very fast pool. And, you know, TLO was talking about this the other day, that he thinks that the difference between pool hatch and hatch pool is so negligible. It's better to do the safe choice. What are your thoughts?
Well, I like the creep early, and sometimes I'll even go for 3 or 4 hatcheries, so I have to disagree with the statement.
Oh yeah, you go 4 hatch before pool, you lunatic. I'm like, what do you think about pool first? You're like, well, that gets in the way of going 4 hatch first.
Yeah, Stardust is going for a quick Nexus, but on this map it makes a lot of sense to go for the pool first because the cannon rush on Frost is very powerful. So Stardust, though, just going for the quick Nexus instead, and he's going to be scouting pretty late, actually.
Yeah, now this can get a fast third, but sometimes it's the third that's a little too quick, where you're like, look how fast my warp gates are. Oh, and then you expand and you get overwhelmed anyways. So I think that Stardust, given what we've seen him do in the past, is likely to do some 3 or 4 gate pressure or go Dark Templar, something to buy him a little bit of time.
Just the greediest possible build by Stardust, though. I mean, he opened Nexus into Gateway, very late scout, and now 2 gases.
Watch this, core before Zealot. Boom, the greed is real.
Yeah. So this is playing out pretty nicely for him. DongRaeGu just has 2 links out now, so he's going to be able to scout and see what he's been up to, Stardust that is, and I don't think he's going to be very happy with it. He does find a probe, though.
Well, I mean, with this style from Stardust, you kind of want the Zerglings to be following the probe around. The only important thing you need to spot is, where's the third? Is his third down or not yet? Other than that, you're just trying to tech, you're trying to distract. You don't even have the Zealot out.
Yeah. The probe needs to be chased by 2 links as well, because one would never kill it. It would just keep regenning the shields. It's funny how that works, but yeah, as soon as a link hits the probe, it falls behind a little bit too far.
Ooh, it looks like we have a Twilight Council coming
this
down.
Is probably Dark Templars.
Probably DTs. We'll find out in about a minute when we start to see a probe going out. Actually, more around like 5:30 we'll see him move out. Or maybe even now. Don't play with my heart, Stardust. Oh, there it is. The Dark Probe.
The Dark Probe, indeed. Great positioning for the Twilight Council. It's going to be really hard for DongRaeGu to spot it. At the same time, there's no outlying pylons in the base of Stardust, so it's going to be hard for him to know if DongRaeGu is bringing an overload for him from any direction.
Oh, wait, really? Oh, I'm so bummed to see that this probe is moving out in such an extremely vulnerable position. He is so lucky he hasn't been spotted by a Ling yet.
Yes, that is quite insane, actually. He just does he hack?
Now this, I mean, again, like just marching right back. I mean, if you're DongRaeGu, you're gonna be saying, where did that come from? Where did that come from?
Yeah, I mean, he covered every area that he could have, and he finds the probe now, but he's not gonna find the pylon with that. So I think the Dark Templars are gonna do a lot of damage here, Sean.
Now let's look over at DongRaeGu's base. Has he taken any gas geysers? Yes, they've only been up just for a few seconds, so it is the most common timing, a 6-minute double gas. This is always used for nice roach-based plays, so you can do little pressures, you can get up your spire, but I don't even think we're going to get there.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I mean, the Overlord is coming in, though. Does he see the Dark Shrine, and does he see it in time?
Oh, no, and he's dipping into the back. There's the Forge going down. And...
Well spotted.
Oh, what?
Wow.
Oh, my God, that...
I mean, if you see a pylon... oh, my God. Yeah, this is...
Oh, this is just the worst feeling in the world. We're seeing the double Evo chamber go down. We're seeing the metabolic boost go down. And look at the pylon. Ah!
This is rough. This is game 3. There's no spores anywhere to be found.
Well, let's see how the DTs split themselves up. Oh, they're
one of them
deep.
goes to the non-existent third, though, so that's something, I suppose.
And down the drones fall. Oh, I would not be surprised to see DongRaeGu just GG right now. This is just brutal. And now Stardust is getting his third setup. All the drones are falling, and DongRaeGu goes into emergency mode, flooding spores.
Yeah, it's such a difficult position to play from. What is he going to do from here? The queen falls, the spore falls, this hatchery will fall. There's nothing he can do about that. Oh my God, he doesn't even have a lair. I mean, what? This is so painful for him.
Oh my God, the brutality of that one Overlord being 1 hex away. I mean, if you're DongRaeGu, your immediate question is going to be, where the hell was his Twilight and Dark Shrine? And then
and the probe. The probe. Where the hell was the probe? Where's the pylon?
Oh God, I mean, the Overlord missed it. The Zerglings missed the pylon. I mean, the what-if game.
Yes, absolutely. Even if the Overlord spotted that Dark Shrine, I don't know if he would have been able to get spores up in time, but he would have definitely been able to survive just fine, maybe losing a couple drones. Instead, he loses an entire base and a lot of drones, and he's playing from a really difficult position. Somehow ahead in supply, though.
I mean, the brutality of this opening from Stardust is not the fact that the DTs can end the game. It's the fact that they buy time to get a third. They buy time for you to get up all your upgrades. You get to do this with very few units and without having to waste money or time on a cannon. So now it's this follow-up attack where we really see the strength of Stardust. Because, hey, that forward pylon is still down.
Yeah, and that's a great point you make, actually. It's not an all-in build with the Dark Shrine. It's just mostly a defensive build that can do a lot of damage. It allows you to get that quick third. This is going to be really tough for DongRaeGu. I wouldn't even mind Stardust delaying this attack a little bit longer, just warping in inside of DongRaeGu, because DongRaeGu has to reestablish his economy, or he's going to continue to fall behind in that.
Yeah, I mean, if by some miracle DongRaeGu can engage this, crush this, that would help him stabilize quite a bit, but this is a terrifying army, Cats.
Yeah, he's just going to walk it in. More weapons coming in of Stalkers from the back. The Archon does fall, but there's not much in the shape of roaches. He has to put drones, and he does. Is that going to be enough?
Well, 60 true to 54 workers, and amazingly, DongRaeGu finds the units that he needs. Where is that? Ah, the Overseer is not quite on the battlefield yet.
Yeah, that Overseer, and I think it's going to get sniped as well. Yes, he does. Good job, Stardust, there. The Dark Temple are still uncontested. Great Blink Micro. Somehow DongRaeGu is still producing a ton of units. This Overseer might finish. The Spore gets taken down, but this is still a pretty tough position for DongRaeGu to be in.
Where is that Overseer? It is not quite at the battle. There it is up at the north side. DongRaeGu impressively managing to not die, but at what cost, Cass?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is not even an all-in, right? It looks like one, but it's not. DongRaeGu has to hold perfectly, and then he's still got a lot of work to do.
He can perhaps begin to rely on upgrades, get those started, but do you feel safe getting those extra upgrades right now? A little bit of gas in the bank. What's the follow-up plan? I mean, Stardust, he doesn't even have to move. He can just sit here, continue to warp in, and there's nothing that Zerg can do to force him home.
Yeah, absolutely. They're even on drones or on workers, and Stardust still producing probes. So he's just comfortable taking whatever traits he can with this.
All 3 queens from DongRaeGu at the front. All 3 queens having to participate in this fight. DongRaeGu getting very nice engagement angles, but being overwhelmed by Stalkers, something that we rarely want to say. But there it is. Stardust cleanly wins the series 2-1.
What a great game by Stardust there.
Yeah,
That was so clever. The positioning of the probe that he, I guess we'll get an interview with him, but
yeah.
wow. Do you think he just studied DongRaeGu? Did he know where to put the probe? That was
Stardust
magic.
is excellent at thinking through these three-base strategies so well. How does he do the little play to get the third? Does he rush straight for the third? We're going to try to get Stardust. Oh, he's going to make sure he has his iced coffee. Apparently the key to his success. The Starbucks for Stardust. you know, what I love so much is that is the magic of a really nicely done build. If you had vision on Stardust and you saw everything that was up with Stardust, it's an even game. But if you miss one little thing, it's over. There's those kill opportunities, but they're not forced attacks.
Yeah, and 2 of those happened in a row for that to go as well as it did. So great job by him. And now we're going to jump into an interview.
Take it away, Todd.
Are you ready?
Thanks very much, guys. I'm here with Stardust or Victor in this match. First of all, congratulations. I want to ask you a little bit about that match and the first game in particular. You went for 3 Stargates, which is very interesting to me. Was this something that you had prepared, or is it something that you just did in particular against DongRaeGu because you thought maybe you might go for a Spire or something like that?
I just heard about 3 Stargate way and Chargejilot and Void Ray. It's like a very long time ago, SOS using that build. So my friend said that build is very powerful at the moment. So I wanted to try that, but his card was so earlier. So I just canceled 2 Stargate, then play just the standard game. And I also know DongRaeGu using Muta very often, so it's a little bit snipe build. Yep.
Okay. You went through a very tough open brackets, and you qualified here for the pool play. What are your expectations here? Where do you expect to finish? What would you be happy with?
I didn't expect I qualified the open bracket because I was so tired. It's just like 4 hours delayed and then playing like 8 hours straight. And I just thinking, I'm so tired, I want to go bed. I don't matter about game, but just have a little bit lucky. So I beat Nasty and Linux. I was very lucky, and then just happy. Open bracket is much harder than full play, I think.
Okay. There is a lot of Zerg players out there who seem to struggle versus Protoss and who will often complain as well. You're one of the better Protoss players out there. What do you have to say to those Zerg players? How do you feel about the state of Protoss versus Zerg right now?
For Juggle player?
For both. Like just the matchup in general.
For Protoss can't complain about balance because Protoss is better than Jug. I'm still bad, but it's true. Protoss is better than Jug. Then Jug player must using Somost and standard build. Also build very good. Hey, help me.
Okay. I think I get what you're saying. Talking about your second map here and your third map against DongRaeGu, after you were down in the first game, what was going through your mind? Did you think, I'm just going to try something different? I had a few mistakes too many in the first game. What was going through your mind exactly? Did you exactly pick the build orders that you went for? Say, for example, the third game. You knew you were going to go DTs in advance, or did you decide during the game?
Actually, I play with DongRaeGu in Legion qualifier, like a Korean qualifier. So I knew a little bit about him, and then I also using in Frost Dark Templar for DongRaeGu, and I beat him. So, and at the Frost, he didn't scout my base with juggling. Just his juggling follow my probe, so I can make Twilight cards very earlier, like before Mothership Core. And just so I have 1 Zilot, if he sending juggling in my base, I can't block his site. But he didn't, so I thought the game was very lucky. And for habitation, also I played with him before, and he got gold base before game, but this time no. So I just thinking he worried about my cheese. So I just give some fake and make a greedy play and easy win.
We didn't see any real big cheese in this match. I think like the DT play was not a complete cheese, just DT opener, standard opener. Where is cheese just gone, man? What's happened to you? Are you a new player, a new man?
Many players complain to me, why you need cheese? You are suck. You are not a good player. Then I just want to prove my skills, but I know I'm not enough yet. But I just give me just one month, then I can play like a SOS hero or something. Yeah, I'm very looking forward to my future.
All right. Thank you very much. Congratulations once again. That's it for the interview. See you in a moment.
And thank you, Stardust. That's a very in-depth interview in English for a Korean player. I love it. I'm actually going to give a round of applause for Stardust. His amazing interview quality.
Poor Stardust, though, picked the wrong interviewer to tell that Protoss can't complain.
Yeah, it's just... Oh, that was so... Well, no, Protoss is a lot better than Zerg. And Todd's like, thank you, back to the desk. When we return, we're going to be doing more pool play action all day here on the main stage, and we look forward to having you with us for 12 straight hours. See you soon.